Real Housewives of Salt Lake City alum Jen Shah serves less time in prison for her conspiracy to commit wire fraud than expected. Other reality TV stars also got reduced sentences over the years. The most recent ones were Todd and Julie Chrisley. Who else enjoyed that luxury? Read on to find out. RHOSLC Jen Shah reported to prison in February 2023. Initially, the RHOSLC star was sentenced to 6.5 years in federal detention. She reported to start her sentence in February this year. Initially, she was expected to serve all her time, bar good behavior. However, in March this year, CNBC reported that her prison sentence has been reduced by 1 year, according to the Federal Bureau of Prisons inmate database. So, she gets out in May 2028. Tallahassee.com reported that Jen Shah is not the only Real Housewives star who served time. Teresa Giudice from the New Jersey edition of the Bravo show served 11 months of her 15-month sentence. Unlike the Chrisleys, she and her then-husband Joe did not serve their sentences concurrently. So the kids had at least one parent at home. Of course, Joe ended up deported to Italy, and he lives a nice life in the Bahamas now. Jen Shah had similar concerns to Todd Chrisley. Not long after she went to prison, the RHOSLC star was caught on camera, and a picture made the rounds of her walking around in her prison uniform. At the time, fans heard that her job in prison was to teach other prisoners some fitness classes. While the Real Housewives star looked relaxed behind the wire, there were concerns about her privacy. Like Jen Shah, Todd Chrisley from Chrisley Knows Best had concerns about privacy in Pensacola, PCI. And like her, the reality TV star's sentence was reduced as well. He got 2 years chopped off his 12-year sentence. Meanwhile, his wife, Julie, got 1.5 years knocked off. They remain high in public news because their daughter Savannah keeps their imprisonment alive via her Unlocked podcast. Other reality TV stars with reduced prison sentences. Fortunately, Jen Shah is in good health, unlike Abby Lee Miller. In 2017, she was sentenced to 1 year in prison for bankruptcy fraud. Whilst she served 8 months out of the 1 year and 1 day sentence, she fell ill with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. The cancer was in her spine, and that meant the former Dance Moms star ended up in a wheelchair.